are on the platform, and further to the story we covered, we had a lovely chat with Oliver Jull. What a cool guy he is. What are you doing about this? Oh, I'm concentrating on my NCA and going to school. He's just like the coolest, steely-eyed missile man I know. And he's not got any bitterness, though he appears to be locked in, I think, a really important battle for free speech at his school, New Plymouth Boys High School. Where is this all at? Well, the Free Speech Union, the champions of free speech in this country, they went into bat for Oliver, and they have made much of the progress. I know they've met and talked with Oliver, and they were, of course, as part of the agreement, going to go to the school and school the teachers, and maybe Mr. Moore, Sam Moore, the principal on freedom of speech. We're joined by Jillaine Heather from the Free Speech Union to find out where, if you like, on that side of this equation things are at. Jillaine, lovely to see you again. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. Who knew we would be back talking about Oliver so soon again?
Yeah, absolutely, but we are. And I kind of called it, I think, about Thursday last week, and we'd gone to the school, and we got that statement from Sam Moore. I thought, that's, I think, a Clayton's apology. It was really a repudiation. They were repudiating or reneging on the apology they made, hadn't they? Weren't they?
We absolutely agree. We believe that the public statement was completely inconsistent with the settlement agreement, the acknowledgement, the apology. They allege that they haven't breached it, but the listeners can be the judge. It very much felt like it was a sorry, not sorry, unfortunately.
Okay. Have you got an admission from them that that's what it was? Have they said sorry for not really saying sorry?
They have stuck to their guns on the one hand and said that they have not breached the settlement agreement, but they have, and they said that anything that people might have taken from their statement that seemed to water down the apology was incorrect. So they have issued the full apology, which is the acknowledgement that they kept Oliver out of the competition because of the content. They apologise for that and for the distress, and then reaffirming their commitment to
I was saying
free
to Oliver,
speech
that's the last thing he needs an apology for. He seems one of the most undistressed young men I've ever met.
He is a testament, both to his parents and likely to the school and to the situation, right? A very courageous, upstanding young man who's prepared to fight for what he believes in.
So the school have withdrawn their apology, saying it was only for distress and we didn't do anything wrong. That statement doesn't stand anymore. Okay, they never told us.
And they've clarified.
Yeah. Clarified.
No, exactly. And they've clarified that it was, he was omitted for the content. They've apologised for that and the distress, and also sort of said they never meant to cause any confusion in the first place.
Well, really, I guess people can draw their own conclusions. We don't probably need to say gaslighting liars, do we? Okay. Does the Free Speech Union now proceed, and my God, they need it, with some workshops and some education on free speech amongst... And look, it's really funny. Oliver told me this morning, members of his staff, of the staff at the school, are members of the Free Speech Union. I don't know if it's a secret society or not, but clearly the school needs some, and I hate to use the word re-education, it just needs some awareness raising around free speech. I'd say it also needs some awareness raising about ethics, decency, honesty, courage, but that's not what you guys deal in, loosely speaking. Are you going to go ahead with the workshops?
We absolutely are. We have nothing from the school to indicate that they won't go ahead with that. They've committed to the settlement agreement, which means that we will be coming in and talking to the teachers. It'll be great. We'll be helping them reconfirm their commitment to freedom of speech, understanding the importance of it.
Jillaine, I think you need to get them to develop a commitment to free speech. That's your challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we need to just get them to help help flesh it out, because as you say, it's already there. Oliver is already demonstrating it. There'll be a number of people in that school that are. We will just help them flesh it out, ensure that the rules for the speech competitions are transparent and fair, and ensure that they're raising students that have the skills to engage productively in open and sometimes difficult debates and discussions.
I know the Free Speech Union, since its inception in 2021, has fought a number of battles for people. Is this, and I don't want you to rate them, but it seems to me that Oliver's case encapsulates the very spirit of the Free Speech Union.
It's been, and everyone that we help is a joy to help, and a lovely, sort of case to support, and you sort of get a lot of community from that. But Oliver's case is very special. The fact that it's taken so long, and I think it's the fact that a 15-year-old stood up for himself and continued standing up for himself because he had done nothing wrong. It is close to our hearts as a particularly touching and special case.
All right. Look, I just noticed some other stuff while I've got you here. Your submissions on the hate speech laws, I think you've highlighted recently. Where is that government on? And it was brought in under Labor. I thought terrible legislation. What's your feeling on where we're going with those? Well, hate speech laws. I'd call them censorship of thought laws.